Hello. I think we're back. I think everything's working. The second time today that my internet's just died for no obvious reason. I just reset the router and it's fine now. I think. It's obviously the ghosts in this game. They don't want us to solve the mystery. They don't want us to stop the seance. They want to steal everyone's soul. We are going to carry on regardless, though. So, what were we going to do? There's a talk going to be happening, so we need to go back to the house and then do some stuff. We've got a locker key. Hey, Edward, how's it going? We've got 3 minutes to spend, so we could talk to some of these people.
Yes, my...
Ooh. There's lots of stuff we could talk to him about. Yeah, talk to me about the Aeon. Aeon. What can you tell me about Aeons? Aeons. The closest thing you likely know is an angel. On many levels they're similar. Beings of the creation sent by Monad, gods, to build the universe. Okay, sure. Timetable. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, what's this note about? Found this note outside your door, Father. Does it mean anything to you? I'm afraid I cannot make out much of it. Hopefully whoever sent it will follow up by more comprehensible means. Yeah, too close to the next hour to do anything.
Leave, Father. Go with God, my child.
Dong! Yeah, we've got a talk to go to. No! It's getting dark. It's 3 o'clock. It's like it is here. Right, where's the drawing room? Kind of want to talk to you about the note. But I want to go to the drawing room. Which I think was around here somewhere? No? Am I lost? This is where it just was. Where's the drawing room? Other side. Oops. Yeah, it says. Yeah, I'm coming. Don't start without me. I got myself a beer during all the shenanigans because I feel like best way to combat ghosts is alcohol.
This is more of a turnout than I was expecting. To those of you I haven't met, I'm Fia Callahan, and I'm here to talk to you all about the other
Cheers.
crowd. Thank you all for coming. I hear a lot of you have come from far afield. So it seems only right that you should get to know this place, our home, a little better. We share this land with the other crowd, the Aishi, or people of the Mound. You'll have heard them called many things, no doubt. The good people, the weak folk, the fair folk. Some of you will know them by the F word, but we won't be saying that here.
Fuckers. I think she means fairies.
And what are they? Sure, I can't tell you what nobody knows. The church would tie themselves in knots, trying to bend the truths of the world to fit their narrative. They want you to believe, first of all, that the other crowd don't exist. Then, secondly, once you know they are real, the church wants you to think of them as angels, ones that never took a side in the battle of heaven. Cast down to earth, and not hell, for they're sitting on the fence. Now, I've never heard anything of this ilk from any reliable source, only holy salesmen. Other people confuse them for types of ghosts. And given how similar the Banshee and Far Gertha are to ghosts, I can
Banshee.
forgive that. But they are more than that. Some would say they are the land incarnate. Really, it's best to think of them as forces of nature. They are no more good or evil than a storm. But you'd also want to stay out of the path of a bad storm. All that said, it's easier to avoid a storm. There are signs and you get warning.
Hello,
Not so with the
readers.
other folk. Best you can do is be polite and leave your offerings.
Hi, JD. How is it going? Hello, raiders. For those of you who don't know, my name's Suzaki. I am a variety streamer from the UK, currently playing the Séance of Blake Manor. What I will say is, if this is a game you want to play, I will not be offended if you disappear, because it's not a linear game. So there are likely to be spoilers in what I'm doing and what I've discovered. And also I would recommend playing this game. It sounds stupid, but I would recommend playing it. It's awesome. But if you want to do so without spoilers, maybe just sneak off. However, you are welcome to stay. How was your stream, JD? I was going to say something. My mind went blank. I'll just have a beer instead. It's been one of those days today. We've just come back online after the ghost that we're investigating disconnected my internet for no obvious reason. So you all overthought a puzzle that was really simple. I mean, that happens all the time. What were you playing? Does it say somewhere? Quantum Conundrum. Oh, I think I've played a bit of that. Is that the one where you're a kid in his uncle's house? Yes. Yeah, I should go back and play and finish playing that. That was really good. I did like one stream of it and then never went back to it again. I've got so many games like that where I've done one stream of and then got distracted by another game. By the way, this game is the ultimate distraction in that you have a plan, you think you're going to go and do a thing, something happens while you're on the way to do a thing, you get completely distracted and you do that thing instead. And then you forget to do the original thing. But this game is awesome. If you like mystery games, if you like detective games, if you like non-linear, like, it's kind of combination of open world and not, in that you can decide where to go and what to do almost all the time. I really, really, really recommend it. It's so much fun. And this is likely to be a long stream because I don't want to stop playing it. We are currently listening to a talk by Fia Callahan about the other folk. This is the other thing. It's set in Ireland, so we have been learning a lot of Irish pronunciation and Irish history. It's very interesting.
And to avoid them altogether, best not to meddle in anything that might catch their eye. That's the main reason we don't call them by their name. Or, you know, do strange magic on their doorstep.
So are you saying that doing the seance here is a bad idea? It is good stuff to learn. The game's set in the late 1800s, so we've been learning a lot about Irish mythology. We've been learning a lot about all the things that happened in the couple of hundred years before this that like killed all the Irish people. It seems like they just had disaster after disaster after disaster. Some were caused by the English, but some weren't. It was quite a time. There is no small amount of like ancestral guilt being English and playing this game. I mean, it's not like an overarching theme, but it's just mentioned every now and again that like maybe there was a famine and everyone died. And, maybe it was the English's fault.
And these fairy...
Don't say it, Tucson. What did she just say? Don't say their names. She said she wasn't going to say their names. Don't say their names.
Please, sir, don't call them that. I've given you many's an alternative that won't draw their eye to this place, which you don't want. Trust me there.
Oh yeah, some stuff wasn't caused by the English. Like, we didn't cause the potato blight, but we did cause the famine that was a subsequent thing of the potato blight. Because we made them export all their crops other than potatoes. That sort of a thing.
My apologies, madam. These other folk, they differ from the winged fairies of children's stories, right?
You said it again, Mr. Toussaint. You said the F word.
As much as you and I differ from a wild animal. Yes. All of Europe, probably further, has their own form of the good folk. Primordial forces of nature, all. As unknowable to us as a storm or wave. As I said, Catholic monks came and tainted history. Tried to write them out of existence, and when that failed, they tried to write the fear out of them.
Write the fear out of them. What does this mean?
The premise of this game, by the way, is that someone's gone missing from this hotel where there's a seance happening, and we're trying to find out what happened to them. It's got a lot more complicated than that, but that's basically what we're doing.
Writing them as friendly winged sprites. Friendly to children and all that.
I feel like they are friendly to children until they get what they want.
Stories are powerful ways to change a land and its power. It's why the church always folded in the rituals and beliefs of a place they came to.
That's true.
Like in our case, how Ostara became Easter, Yule became Christmas, and Samhain became All Souls' Day, when the blessing of the graves gets done. Ah, look, I've lost my train of thought with all your questions. Where was I? What else? Oh, yes, speaking of Samhain, masks. You all have costumes for the ball this evening, yes?
Ah, it is all good fun, see? My outfit will amaze.
Yeah. There is very little in Christianity that wasn't stolen from whatever was there before. Very little.
Well, yes. But also, no. Samhain is when the dead walk among us. You know this. Sure you're here for that, right? Well, when they leave, they don't always leave empty-handed. Some want to drag the living with them, jealous as they are. That's why we dress up as ghoulish figures, so they can't tell the difference
Oh.
between us and them and will leave us be.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, a lot of sense in context. This is the other thing about this game, for people who weren't here earlier. I am a massive skeptic. I don't believe in the supernatural. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in any religion. I don't think anything happens to you after you die, blah, 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 blah. But in this world that we're in, we've had evidence of ghosts and spirits and all sorts of supernatural things. So it's very tricky in this world to know if someone's talking about something like that, whether it's true or whether it's nonsense. My instinct is it's all nonsense, but in this world, it isn't necessarily. But anyway, what I was saying is that makes sense. If the dead want to drag the living away, you dress up as something dead and then they won't know. Makes a lot of sense as to why we would dress up for Halloween.
I can see some of your faces. Superstitious old bat, you're thinking. Maybe. It's certainly been said before. But just this 1 year, when you're pushing the barriers to their limits, you might do well to keep a superstition or two in your back pocket. Right. No more questions. I'm tired of trying to talk sense into you lot. Listen or don't. It's no skin off my nose.
Okay. I don't know if we need to... Oh, we did get some evidence and things from that, didn't we? So it is worth going to these talks. The Fae. Séance aftermath. Fear is worried about the spiritual aftermath of the séance. Okay, who is in this room that we can talk to? We've got Mr. Photographer Man. We've got Mr. Coventry. We've got you. We've got you. Ah, I don't think we've spoken... No, we haven't spoken to you at all yet. A stark streak of white runs through her otherwise red hair. A Celtic cross similar to many worn by Catholics in this country. A tan on her skin as if she spent time working outside. Patched up clothing. Okay.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
We have not. I'm Declan Ward. I arrived just yesterday, from Dublin. And yourself, ma'am?
Fia Callahan. No need for the formalities. I arrived at the hotel just a few days ago, but I've lived in the area all my life.
Ah, a local. A good person for a stranger to become acquainted to.
Oh, I'm not just local. I'm the local Bandri, Declan. A wise woman. I've come to minimize the damage of this damnable séance.
I'm really trying to learn the Irish pronunciation of everything, but it's tricky. Right. We've got a lot to talk to you about. First, timetable. What are you up to? Blah, 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 blah. That goes in our list. Okay. Right, now... Let's talk to you about being a Bendrai. You mentioned you're a Bendrai. What is that now? Ah, it's like a hedge witch. I offer treatments both physical and spiritual to the locals. And I look after the land too. Really though, a land and its peoples are intertwined, so it's all one. You are like the Nanny Og / Granny Weatherwax of the area. I like that. You're going to know about the gods and goddesses. That's Goivnu. What do you know about the name Goivnu? A smithing god, same as Breed. My understanding is his works focus more on war, weapons and armour, you see, whereas her work was more for daily tasks. Horseshoes, tools, pots and the likes. Okay. Tell me about the old gods. You tell me about the old gods. They're all around us, in the hills, the rivers, the valleys, just below the surface where the other place can sometimes be found. I like that. I like when I'm angry with a god, I can go to their house and yell at them. It's not helping me. Oh, Mary Blake. What can you tell me about Marchioness Blake? Mary, I can tell you she didn't care much for that title. We only spoke a few times. She had trouble conceiving, so she came to me under the dead of night for some alternative help. The Marquis wouldn't have liked that sort of thing then. Funny how death changes us. I never heard much of how it turned out, but the boy's on the walls, so it must have worked. Not that I doubted it would, mind you. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, rejected request. Is it true that Miss Dean asked you to teach her Irish magic? Not much gets by you, does it, Declan? The nerve of her. She didn't ask, she demanded. For her attitude alone, I'd reject her, but you can't just learn these things on a course. It's a way of life. A means, not an end. It wasn't the path for her. Okay. But I can't ask you just about her. It's so hard to know what is a useful thing to ask and what isn't. Ask about the Celtic cross. It's a fine cross you have there. Ah, this is just to keep the priests off my back. Between you and me, Declan, I don't much care for these new gods. Up high on golden thrones? Pah. I prefer the old gods. Walking and working the land side by side with us. Do you know about the well symbols? I noticed the well has been covered in these strange symbols. Would you have any idea what they mean? I should certainly hope so. I'm the one who drew them. Oh, the land here has suffered, Declan, and I fear this seance, all its agendas, may push her past the edge. That well is a pillar of the land. Has been since the time of the gods. If it's safe, the land will be safe. The symbols are simply protective. But I fear all these short-sighted people have left us more in need of an optician than a healer. Okay. I can form a hypothesis.
Should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
Maybe I should ask her about the duties. Fear Canahan's goal is to protect the land, bless the land, to protect bless the well to protect the land from the seance's aftermath.
Miss Callahan is worried that the seance is going to leave the region decimated, so she is trying to protect the sacred waters to stop that from happening. I should find and confront her about this.
Oh, where will we ever find her? Found her.
Ah, Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
Fierce good, Fear. Fierce good. Confront! J'accuse! Your goal is to bless the well to protect the land from the seance's aftermath.
Well, you're not wrong.
I mean, she literally
I'd
did
do anything
tell
to
us
keep
that.
this land safe. This lot shouldn't be doing their seance, but I doubt I can stop them. Best I can do is protect the land against them. Charms and spells should do it. And yet they aren't enough. I can't figure it out. I'm getting glimpses of the future here, and it's all death. Not a tree or creature in sight, and none of my old tricks are shifting that. I'm at my wits' end, Declan Ward. Ward. Ha! Now that's a sign and a half.
I don't follow.
A ward is a type of protection. I reckon the universe is telling me something. I said before, you seemed like good skin. So why don't you lend a hand? Take these
Good
components and
skin.
bring them to the well. Maybe you'll see what I'm missing. May the gods be with you, because they are surely counting on you.
Why is everything down to me all of a sudden? Now I've got to protect the whole area from the seance. Because of course I have. Okay. Yeah, she didn't seem to be bothered about Evelyn. Like, Evelyn wasn't the driving force of the seance, so I don't know why she would... Maybe that shadow figure has taken the girl to protect her. Maybe I should ask her about the shadow figure. Whoops.
Ah, Deck.
Can you think of anything that might explain a large ghostly figure on the land? Now they've gone and done it. I wonder nothing good would come of this seance. It's not a ghost, that's for sure. They only come in with the one size. All this messing has lured some of the fair folk here, or maybe awoken one of the old gods. Don't look at me like a feckless cow, Declan. The old gods! Gone from our plane to the other world, but sure, what kind of god can't walk among its people now, every now and then? I need to know how to pronounce that. No one said it out loud, as far as I know. Frosty! Tell me how to pronounce it, Frosty. Tuatha De Danann. Okay, so that's kind of how I was pronouncing it. Tuatha De Danann. Maybe I should also ask her. Oh, hello. Should I ask her about the Ben-Dry duties? I feel like I know kind of what they are.
I'll let you go.
For those who are new to this, by the way, everything I
Take care
do,
now, Declan. And don't forget to get a bite to eat into you.
everything I
going to
do
be a
takes a
long
minute of
day.
my day, so I've got to be very selective as to what I talk to people about and what I do. Do I need to talk to any of these people about anything? Maybe I need to talk to you about some of the stuff that your aunt has been saying.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
You'd know about the illness. Have you noticed too that Miss Mantovani seems unwell? You must know I can't discuss my patient's private medical information with just anyone. I keep their files well protected, so don't get any ideas. I won't be a source of gossip, but okay. Fine. What's your aunt's do? What are the duties of your role? Somewhere between being a priest and a doctor. Some faith work, some healing. Really, it's helping people in whatever way they need. Of course, there's less need now. The old ways die more each year, and doctors are more commonplace. Still, everyone is a trusted friend. In many ways, that's the real core of the work. Okay. I don't know. Talk to me about living in your aunt's shadow. I have, for too long. In truth, I've learned everything she has to teach me, but I'm still an apprentice. She doesn't like my modern approach to the role. She believes it distracts me from the work, but to adapt is the work. If only I could get her to see modern problems require modern solutions. Okay, what about the request? I gather Miss Dean was interested in learning Irish magic from your aunt. She was. Fia rejected her, though. That's all there is to that. Okay. Interesting.
I have to be on. Be well.
Maybe we just go to the well and do that thing. Can I take the grammar? Oh, records. Oh, we've got a gramophone in our room. I did not know that. I mean, I probably did, but you know. I don't know what to do. Guess we can go to the library and see if there's anything there about the Fae. That would be useful to do. We could talk to you as well now.
Sir?
Oh, I could talk to you about the Fae. Is this your note? Found a note lying in the hallways, miss, but I couldn't make out all the words. It looks like someone was hoping to ask Father Sinnott for help. Oh, it's just rubbish, sir. I'll dispose of it. Where did you say it was? Such a stupid idea. Please forgive me for prying, but it seems as though you're trying to speak with Father Sinnott. Was there something you'd hoped to ask him? Nothing that wouldn't be better left unasked, sir. Huh. Do you remember what the lady of the house was like before? We didn't speak much, sir. Not socially, I mean. But she was kind to her boy and made the Marquis happy. Okay. Talk to me about the Fae. Can you tell me anything about the Fae, miss? Shh! It's bad luck to talk about the... she. I think that's how you say it, right? She? Because it was Banshee. Frosty! She, yeah. Especially at this time of year. Samhain's when they come a-calling. It's why people wear masks then. So as they can't tell who's human and who's one of them, keeps us safe. Okay. You might know about the chimney charm. Found this on the grounds. Did you make anything of it? Yes, I see. If you stick that bit over there and loop this one there and put this over here, you'd get a lovely thing for the Christmas tree, wouldn't you? You should ask Mr. Hunter, sir. Okay. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh, all right, sir.
Good day.
Hello, sir.
I bet you can tell me more about Mary Blake. Oh, God rest her soul. She was a good woman, Mr. Ward, gone from us too soon. The Marquis just hasn't been the same since her passing. He idolised that woman. And poor young Walter. Okay. Knowing small, why not? I have the impression, Mrs. Joyce, that little gets past you around here. Oh, no more than any housekeeper, sir. We get all sorts of little insights into the guests, you know. Oh, well, I'm sure. Tell me about the Fae. Best not to invite the fair folks' attention at all, Mr. Ward. But if you ever do, best be polite and make sure you don't accept anything or offer none besides.
I'll be off.
Okay.
God bless.
Right, library. And then we can go to the well. Oh, this desk's getting quite crowded. We can look at Mary Blake now. I think that's the only new thing. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquis of Dean, in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanages, ragged schools and widows' almshouses in impoverished rural towns and villages across Connaught. The Marchioness committed much of the Blake fortune to the foundation and organised fundraising events across Ireland and Great Britain. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools and privately funded the university education of over 40 pupils. Marchioness Blake took up a position of philanthropist and charity worker, acting as a pillar of her community and the very image of a God-fearing woman until her death in 1894. Okay. And then we needed to look up stuff about the Fae. I don't think that would be in religion. Look up dry. The native Irish word for a traditional practitioner of magic and ritual, Odri, might be considered equivalent to a wizard or sorcerer, perhaps one with religious prestige within their community. However, their nature remains a source of speculation as they remain a feature of antiquity. While the author of this book has encountered a rumour of their continued existence, I was unable to verify their truthfulness. Okay. I think we looked up the rest already. Keening. Keening, or lamenting over the dead, is an ancient custom practiced in Ireland with origins tracing back to Eastern nations. The Irish word for keening, keena, closely resembles the Hebrew keena, meaning lamentation or weeping with clapping of hands. Traditionally, Irish bards led the funeral songs that addressed the deceased's genealogy, rank, possessions, virtues and vices, but over time hired mourners, often women, took over. Till about the middle of last century, the custom was very generally adhered to in Ireland, as well in the families of the highest condition as among those of the lower orders. Of late years, the custom has fallen greatly into disuse and is now of rare occurrence, except in some very few old families and among the peasantry, and has become more of a wordless, mournful cry. Standing stones. Standing stones on men here are large, deliberately placed stones found around the world. No consensus on the purpose. Blah 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 blah. Several theories. Boundary markers or ritual significance. I don't know how to say that. Frosty! Lochfhada. Clochada. Okay. Clochada. Yeah. Clochada. Okay. Nothing right now. We've looked up all of those. This will just be Oliver Cromwell, right? Oh no, we've got more things. Captain of the Forest. Capiteus Dormato, which translates to Captain of the Forest, were free men, usually of limited financial means, tasked with hunting and recapturing escaped slaves in Brazil. Their main job was to return fugitives to their masters and destroy Quilombo settlements, receiving monetary rewards in return. We'll learn about Brazil as well. Most Capiteus Dormato were freed slaves themselves, which put them above slaves but still low in social prestige and made them resented by captives. Despite their authority, they were generally looked down upon and remained close to the social position of those they pursued. Quilombolas. Quilombos are settlements established by escaped Afro-Brazilian slaves. Many of the settlements' residents live in poverty. These communities all originated during the 16th century in Brazil, where Afro-Brazilian slaves fled brutal conditions on sugar plantations in Brazil. This is like a tongue twister for me. It's said that Aqueltun, an Angolan princess and general who was enslaved during a Congolese war, escaped with some of her soldiers and founded Palameres, which is one of the largest quilombos in Brazil. Carnival is a lively celebration that emphasizes the joy of life before the Christian season of Lent. Unlike Mardi Gras, Carnival is not limited to just one day, spanning from January to March, with the festivities culminating on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. Celebrations marked by vibrant floats, elaborate costumes, massive parades, with the rhythm, participation, and style of costumes differing from region to region. Cool. Have we looked up Banshee? Yeah, the Banshee, often anglicised as Banshee, is a fairy woman who portends death. She's often said to appear in grey cloak and green dress with eyes red from crying. To hear her keening means there will soon be a death in one's life, typically on that same night, and frequently of a loved one or family member. Look up the Aishi. Means people of the mound. Covers all entities that come from the other worlds. This covers the Fey folk, the old gods, and any of the other range of creatures from that place. Ghosts are also included for some. Fey range in power, causing mischief. Okay. Some may be beneficial. Don't interact with the Fey. Okay. Nothing. The fate of the gods. Have I not looked that up already? No. The Battle of Tailtiu is a fierce battle fought between the Truther de Danann and the Milesians that lasted many days and saw both sides using underhanded tactics. Eventually, after too much loss, a truce was reached and it was agreed that the land would be split evenly between both parties. To show their goodwill, the gods let the Milesians choose their half first. But the Milesians tricked the gods, for when it was their time to pick, they picked the top half. The gods, true to their word, accepted the deal and moved underground to Tir na Og. So I've heard of Tir na Og before. Part of the other world to live with the Fae. Look at the Milesians. The tribe of mankind. A word for the ancient Irish, I suppose, from which many of us are descended. Led here thousands of years ago by three chieftain brothers, Aberfin, Amergin, and Erimon, who were said to be powerful sorcerers. They clashed with the old gods, the Truther de Danann, and reached a truce after much fighting. They agreed to split the land in half between them, but the Milesians tricked the old gods and picked the top half. That's when the gods disappeared underground and mankind settled this land. Tir na Og. I can't find anything. It looks like any books in it have been taken away. I should ask around for more information. Ah, that is interesting. Who has stolen all the books on Tir na Og? Nope. Nope. Oh, hello. I haven't met you guys. Can I listen in? Are you talking? No. I haven't met either of you. Ha! Cute gaze, no doubt watching events quite carefully. A jet and ivory cameo depicting a man's silhouette. It is a memory of someone, but who? Collection of small dried white flowers in her hair. She presents herself more like a child than an adult. Okay.
I don't think we've met. Who might you be?
My name's Declan Ward. Miss,
Ah, the man from this morning. The man from room number 4. I am Mrs. Victoria Lau. How do you do?
Mrs. Lau. A pleasure. Another seance attendee.
Indirectly only. I am Miss MacLeod's chaperone. The event itself is not to my taste. I am here for her and her alone.
I can't talk about much with you. Timetable. Blah 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 blah. Too close to the next hour. All right.
That's all, Mrs. Lau.
Farewell, Mr. Ward.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It does sound Asian. Right, Darrow Hunter is going to the walled garden, so let's go there. But also, Tinanog?
Hello, Mr. Ward.
Can I not talk to you about Tinanog? No, apparently not. Can I ask you about the brooch? Because why not? Quite a striking brooch you have. My sister gave it to me as a keepsake when I set off. A good luck charm. Okay, cool.
I'll leave.
Need to meet more people.
Oh, no, miss. I'm fine, thank you.
Please, Mrs. Joyce, I beg of you to listen.
Please now, Miss Mantovani, I said I'm fine.
But I do not need the cars to see how much you carry. You need rest.
I said I'll not hear it. I'd rather my joints suffer the cold than your corruption witch.
What is this corruption of yours? I simply see you need rest. Now, my room is big and grand. And a horror to clean, I am sure. You were there an hour on Friday. That is an hour best spent at rest. It is needed. And I am more than capable.
I? You mean to say that? Why would you? No one's ever. No. Idle hands make the devil's work. Now please, leave me be.
Why doesn't she want her room cleaning? Where is her room? There, we can get into it. Have we been in it? Oh, hello.
Does all this not bore you?
Should it? It's fascinating, in a way. Lots of case studies, certainly.
Well, it's nothing like your usual sort of thing.
Oh, it's not all scientific, but... Look, you're talking to a woman with a shrine in her room. I'm not entirely clinical. Besides, look at you. Ivy, I said I would come with you. Do you expect me to regret it?
I suppose. I just thought, what with who things are?
You're always the first one to know when my tempers run short. Do you suppose I've managed to hide it from you, of all people? Besides, you know I would take any excuse to spend my time with you.
Are they lesbians?
Oh, Good grief. But you are always so sweet.
Oh, don't look away like that. Everything will be all right.
No, I just... Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe.
Yes, we haven't been in here before. Medium size. That's no use to me. Letter in Italian. The ink has small circular stains that I recognise as teardrops. The address is La Caschina Mantovani. A note from Mr. Dupre confirming a meeting in the drawing room. It does not say a time. Posters for events Carmela Mantovani has headlined in the past. She really has travelled the world for this stuff. I would think it a strange thing to bring, but maybe it suggests she travels often and without much notice. She might be bringing things from one event to another by mistake, or as mementos of her work. Yeah, it's a little bit odd. Postal order to La Caschina Mantovani. Miss Mantovani is planning sending money home to Italy. I mean, that makes sense. Her contract for the event, signed between her and Vincent Varley. I would wager this is an unusually high fee for such an event. Certainly I'm being overpaid to be here and she's receiving that many times over. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's the flyer from before. And we found out that that's an anti-spiritualism quote verse from the Bible. Fresh-looking tarot deck. It must be a spare. Okay. A photograph of a young Miss Mantovani with her mother. Grandmother, maybe? Miss Mantovani's family seemed very important to her. A group of people posing in front of a farmhouse. A few of them look a bit like Miss Mantovani. This must be her family in their home. Okay. Generic book. Empty bottles of medication. Must be to manage her symptoms. I wonder, has she been seeing a doctor while here? Oh, hello. I don't think we know, I want to go to that one. No, that one. That one. No, that that one. No. Okay. So we don't know that yet. Wait, didn't we have a thing that said open? That had more dots though, I think. 3 Milesian rulers. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's nowhere near enough dots for that. Okay, I think that's everything. Didn't look at the newspaper, but I don't think... Oh, the bin. Hello. A number of blood-stained handkerchiefs. Another symptom of... Oh, yeah, a symptom of illness, yeah. Yeah. Okay, it is time for another break. Hopefully the ghosts won't get us during this one. Hopefully, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. This time I'll try defying gravity. Maybe I'll try defying gravity. Don't know the words, but it's about gravity. You can't pull me down. 2. Okay. Are we actually thinking about killing her? Or are we... We're killing someone?
They're right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose.
Danais?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
Oh, whose side are we going to be on?
You've but one chance. Join me or die.
This is a big decision, Panhorn. Okay.
Coward.
Dwell deeper into the inner workings of your forge. Find out how states grabbers and space switches will become useful in designing quantum algorithms. This is hardcore. Discover your knowledge vault. Is that what we call my brain now? Maybe that's what I need to start calling my brain. This is my knowledge vault. Right up here. These fundamentals will get you all set to... Wait, what? I found a hole. Okay, that's not quite what I meant to do. Oh yeah, locusts. It's bad. Oh!
Hail to the hero of Tanis, protector of Egypt. Your glorious victories on land and on water have secured Egypt's continued independence. The once powerful Persians now quake before they speak the name of Pharaoh Ocorus.
That's the second surprise victory we've had. It's weird when I'm not building a monument. What's the next line? You're a sweets catch, a delicious entree. What's the next line gonna be? Hello, we're joined by a very special guest on the cat cam. Let me know if she disappears or falls asleep and you're not interested in it. You're not interested in it anymore. Otherwise, you can look at Tiggy, who is much more photogenic than I am. Right, so I feel like maybe we need to go downstairs and talk to her, because we haven't talked to her yet. Or we could go to their room, because we know they're not in their rooms. Where are they? There. Oh, I can't get into their rooms. I don't have the keys for these on this side. That's sad. So let's go down and have a chat to them.
I don't believe we know each other, do we? Have you just arrived?
Only recently. Declan Ward, miss.
You have 64 gig of RAM and you can have more than one game open. What are you playing?
And are you, Mr. Ward? Were you meant to be here, or did something bring you suddenly? Oh, blast. That shouldn't matter. Oh, and now you've forgotten to say my name. Ivy McLeod.
Farming Simulator 22. That can be quite an intense game, right? I've seen people play it and it's like really realistic.
I'm sorry. You have me all flustered. I am host to the
And I know
second
people take it
CPC.
really seriously.
I know things. Or at least I should. It feels as if, since coming here, I'm host to nothing anymore. I should have known you were going to be here. And be late. But it's just more proof that something is wrong.
Also, I'm very impressed that you're managing to pay as much attention to all the clues in this game as you are if you're also playing another game. That is insane amounts of brain power. Timetable. It's a relaxing game, okay. Just practice. Alright. You tell me about this ability of yours. Normally I would joke that I knew you were going to ask that. Since coming here it's cloudy and, well, I feel blinded in a way. But I've put the cart before the horse. You don't even know what it is that I've lost yet. It's passed down by blood through Scottish families. It's not uncommon. A fair few people have the ability, at least a little bit. Just so happens that I'm the only one of my family to have it in any measure, and it came in very strong. Second sight gives a person foreknowledge, or just knowledge you couldn't possibly know. I get visions, mostly of things to come. Or I used to. Since arriving here, I've been cut off from it. Surely I should have seen a warning of that. Yeah, why do you need a chaperone? Would Mrs. Lau be your chaperone? She is. I needed someone to vouch that I'm staying out of trouble. I admit she's my friend before she's my chaperone, but really, that's all the better for having to keep each other's company so long. She's a darling for accompanying me in the first place. This is much more my sort of event than hers. How would that be, miss? Oh, Victoria isn't much for mysticism. She's more interested in the sciences, but, well, I'm akin to the mystics. Okay. Yeah, something's blocking her abilities. Miss Lau's necklace. Am I to understand that it's a mourning cameo? It is, Mr. Ward, for her late husband. I never met him, you know. He died of malaria, and I did try to warn Victoria. I'd seen it, you understand. We were too late, of course, and to listen to Victoria, the world lost a remarkable man because of it. Their bond, oh, Mr. Ward, deep gentleness, deep love. Sometimes I don't know if I'm doing it right, you see, being there for her in all this. But I know I want to try. Maybe they are just friends? Rather than friends? You can't see the air quotes because of CatCam, but, you know. What doing, Tiggy? Let people see your face. Oh, you're a gorgeous girl. You are. You're gorgeous. She dragged me out into the garden this morning. She does that occasionally if she thinks I need some fresh air. And then she showed me which bits of grass are best to eat. And where's the good place to stand next to the pond so that you can drink from it. She's doing her best to try and teach me how to cat. I disappoint her daily. But she thinks I'm her kitten. I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm her kitten. And I'm just not very good at it. She keeps trying to teach me how to hunt. And I'm just useless. And then she brings me dead things and is like, here you go, eat it. And I'm like, no thanks. Is that important? The white heather hairband? Yeah, Sticky? I don't know if you heard that little meow. I don't know if it came through. Are we not done with Fuss's beer? I need this hand for playing the game, though. Can I play the game now? She's so cute. What do you know about the Fae? The She? We have them back home too. I've heard some guests say that the strange occurrences in the house are caused by that crowd playing tricks. But could it truly be them, inside the manor? The thought of that makes me very uncomfortable. Strange occurrences? Noticed any strange happenings? Truth be told, I woke up last night to all the windows having been opened. That wasn't what woke me though. What woke me was a knocking on the underside of my bed. There was nothing there, of course, but I didn't sleep much after that. No, you wouldn't. No. Hauntings. Swear there's been some strange things happening. It's getting close to Halloween. And with so many of us here, we're not exactly leaving the spirits in peace. Even if we wanted to, which I do, I've seen some ghastly things. The moves especially, I keep seeing a man behind me, you see. He's never there when I turn around, of course, but I swear his mouth opens a little wider whenever I spot him, and... well, I keep my head bowed at the dressing room mirrors now, but the other day, I think I felt something wet across the back of my neck. Ugh.
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, Mr. Ward.
Right. What have we got going on? Ow, ow. Ow, ow, did you say? Oh yeah, as soon as you saw someone behind you in a mirror that wasn't there, I'd be out. Like, I don't even believe in ghosts and stuff, but I'm still scared of them. Was it nice, darling? You want this ear doing as well, do you? Oh, is that nice? Ear massage. Yeah? Is that nice? Does that feel nice? Does it? Does that feel nice? I decided it wasn't him, didn't I? For purposes of using a cane. Yeah, we need to find the research books on Tir Nanog. That's some of the more learned guests. So the druid will know about Tir Nanog. Where would he be? Is he outside still? No. Do we know where he is? No. I think there is. Tir Nanog is, I mean, I've heard of it before. It's like a common thing. It's like where the gods live in Irish mythology. So yeah, you probably have heard songs about it. We should probably just go to the walled garden and see D Hunter, right? See a new chap. We do need to go to the well as well. Well. So, we'll see this guy on the way, and then we'll go to the well and do the thing. Is it you? It is you. His fine blue scarf seems at odds with the rest of his attire. Sturdy working clothes well worn in, he must spend a lot of time outside. Scent of oats and sugar. I suspect he's got treats for horses in his pockets. We haven't found the stables yet, have we?
Well, you guessed. You made your way here without my help, then?
I did. You'll be the stable master, I take it.
Right, groundsman too. I trust your trip was a pleasant one.
I've had worse. The roads out here are more robust than back east. Pleased to meet you. What should I call you?
Ah, no, a conversationalist. I wasn't expecting that. If I'm spoken to as late as about that damn seance. Hunter, sir. Dara Hunter. I'm pleased to meet you too, though I didn't get your name.
It's Declan Ward. You're against the Séance, then?
No, not really. I just worry about her getting hurt. Them.
Her getting hurt.
The guests, I mean.
Who's her?
Anyway, Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Your scarf, it's quite the fancy piece. Aye, a gift from a young friend I'd not seen in years. Everyone said to see the dead, but it's brought the living back to me. Huh. But I can't ask him about... What's her name? Timetable, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Maybe he'll know about that sort of thing. Came across a letter Mr. Varley received from the local bishop who replied to an inquiry he had. Is that so? I don't know what. Ah. You're treading delicate ground there, Mr. Ward. I'm not sure it's my place to speak on it. Well, screw you. What about the complaint? Seems like Mrs. Joyce is earning herself some ire. Ah, that sounds about right. Now, there's not much to do around here. New people make life a bit more interesting, and I sympathise with her on that. But she does have a habit of getting a bit too involved. Okay. Mary Blake. What do you know of Marquis Blake's late wife? I didn't know the woman, I'm afraid. I was hard on after her death. Mrs. Joyce speaks well of her, though. Okay. Locker key? Do you recognise this? Let's keep the bathhouse lockers, isn't it? Best put that back where you found it. Ah. I don't know if you're going to tell me anything interesting. Bridge game? Here there was a game of bridge on Tuesday evening. Oh, I wouldn't know. That sort of thing's for guests and staff serving drinks. And I, as I'm sure you can tell, I'm neither. No, I was still outside trying to get the stable door done before the night chill set in. Okay. I can discuss that with you? You said you were repairing the stable door on Tuesday evening. Aye, it would have been Tuesday. Had to do it right when it was broken. Saved me from making up another stall. I think I missed some meetings for it. The horses have my best interest in mind. Ha. Okay.
I'll be off.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to make of that. We need to go find the well. Oh, well. So the well is the top corner of the maze, isn't it? Top right-hand corner. However I get there. It's in there. Pretty sure. Haha! I have the recipe. Now to see if I can find the ingredients that will make the ritual work. A dash of venom. So that's poisonous, right? A metal that's blue. A metal that's blue. Yeah, but I don't have that. Water? Bark from the tree known as you. Okay, well that was that then. A dash of venom. The petals? Could be. A metal that's blue. I mean, that's blue. Right? But it's not metal. Bark from the tree known as you. Argon. Wait, does that mean I got one thing right? That's sand. Fine-grained sand means like really small pieces. Coarse-grained would be like big pieces. Fine-grained means really small. Almost like dust. Argon. With some wax. Oh. So I've got 2 things right? That's gone... I think I've got the U and the and the flax right. Right. Ah, I need more things. Okay.
Ah, Declan.
Ah, I can talk to you about Tir Nanog. Same with the gods, Declan. Not just the gods, the fair folk and our dead too. It's sort of underneath there's and isn't, as is the way of such places. But there's enough that coming and going is possible through passageways found at places of great power once the day is dark. Caverns like Oenagat, or cairns of important people, or dolmens. Significant ways under, down and through. Ah, is there a portal here? Okay. Have you had any luck? Not yet. Well, I have faith in you. And the shellac has me believing this is the right course of action. Okay, but I need more. I don't have the right things. I've heard that you've been known to offer people well scrying. What's that exactly? To put it simply, scrying means looking for answers or somewhere you couldn't otherwise see. And whales have a lot of power about them, you know. If you ask questions to one, it might give you answers. If you're lucky, it'll even show you what you're looking for. That's what I do. I ask the whale for answers or information. More often than not, it more than provides.
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to...
Okay, so I need some more things. Where am I going to find things? Yeah. Doyle's in the bar. I kind of want to go talk to him. Where is the bar? I don't know. Okay. Oh, I haven't talked to you yet. Do I know where you are now? You are in the east corridors. Maybe I go there. Just because I haven't met you yet. Can anyone explain to me how I know my way around a fucking maze? And yet in other games I get lost in like one room. I don't like you. Not you, Tiggy. I like you. It said the east corridor, didn't it? East corridors. Okay, somewhere around here then. Anybody here? No. Is that where? Do I need to go down? Is that you? That's you. Where are you? There you are. What are you doing down here? Tie-dyes. Headdress. Foreign. The design on her necklace is reminiscent of cracked porcelain. The dark smudges on her hands, perhaps she's been drawing.
Oh, a new face? So late in the proceedings. Who are you, sir, that would peer into a house with the veil halfway lifted?
Who are you, madam, that would lurk in stairways with a door that says staff only?
Scoundrel or scholar?
I could say the same to
Neither,
you.
I confess. I'm more of an interested party than anything else. Miss,
Arwa. My name is Arwa Hisham. I am a scholar, an archaeologist from Cairo. And you? What is
Told
your
you.
name?
Foreign.
I'm Declan Ward, Miss Hisham. Pleased to meet you.
Can't discuss much with you at all. Timetable. No, manor maps. Oh yeah, I found them in her room. Have you explored much of the manor? Some, but I'm keen to see it all. Not all of it is open to the public. I wonder how upset they would really be to find me outside of those bounds. What harm could come from curiosity? Oh, we can snoop together. I'll snoop with you. Tell me about the seance. It seems they've spared no expense to put on this event. Of course. It would have been cheaper to host it in your Dublin or London. But then the house itself is the draw. The house and its inhabitants, I suppose they do not travel. Charcoal smudged hands. Have you been drawing? Ah, the charcoal. Yes, it gets everywhere. It's useful for sketches of artifacts, shading, to manipulate the values of light and dark, to bring life to a still image, but still never to match the real thing. Strange occurrences. Does everyone see such thing then? I thought my eyes, the worst things were the bones. A few nights ago I stepped on a carpet and felt a crunch. I lifted it to find the bones of a small hand. I went to grab the housekeeper, but when we returned the bones were gone. I thought she would think I played a trick on her, but she told me this was not the first time. That made it all the stranger. Hauntings. You see them too. They do like to wander the dead, those of them who can. It's strange to note that ghosts carry their physical plights at death. You'd think they would heal or something, but no. Why is that? I'll ask you about the headdress. Your headdress, Miss Hisham, does it carry any significance? It's a taha. Headdresses are a symbol of my faith and devotion as a Sunni Muslim. I'm thinking perhaps you do not get so many of us over here. I must confess you would be the first I met of that ilk. Yours. Necklace? Your necklace. It's an unusual design. It's made from pottery I've excavated. The pottery was not actually old or valuable, a modern pot covered in countless sandstorms. I won't remind me to stay in the present. There's beauty to be found here. As much as in the past, something I find myself struggling with these days. Tired eyes. You had trouble sleeping? And if I have, it's a strange place where up is down, down is left, and God only knows where right is. Is that not to be expected? I've not slept properly in some time now, maybe even before I came here. Okay.
I'll leave you.
May Allah guide you.
You too. It's locked and hasn't been opened for a while. I suspect there's nothing I need from here. Okay. Sure. That's the East Tower. This is the stables. Oh, this is nice. So that's out the front. That's a tree. Looks to be the grave Miss Mantovani mentioned. The spiders and feathers are now gone, returned to nature. Okay. Sure. Anything else? No. Oh! Various supplies for the event. Service door down to the basement, presumably for deliveries and the likes. But I can't get in. What are you... That's a picture of a canopic jar. Like an Egyptian jar. It's got hieroglyphs on it. A well-mended drawing of some sort of vase. Looks like charcoal and papyrus, an unusual combination. I saw the same materials in Miss Hisham's room. Yes, I should. Cool. Can I talk to the horses? I can pet the horses. Should I waste... Oh, hello. St. Bridget's Cross. Are one of the staff putting these up around the manor? I'm going to pet the horse.
Good girl.
That's worth a minute of my time. And I got an achievement for it. How can I want the... Oh, it's one of these things. Piece of torn newspaper used to stop fresh paint from getting on the floor. It's dated Tuesday 26th, the night Evelyn Dean went missing. Okay, so he was repairing the door. Hinge is new. New coat of paint on the door that the others lack. The latch is ill-fitted, as if trying and failing to match a previous placement. Seems Mr. Hunter did fix the door on Tuesday evening, as stated. Okay. So he has an alibi. Where is he? He is magically talented though, but he was busy. We're narrowing them down. I don't know where clues might be. Oh, hello. There's a talk to go to. That's fancy. Looks like a message from a supplier. They're expecting delivery on Sunday at 9 a.m. Another person's noted it should take them a few hours to move it onto the basement. So that's when I can get into the basement. A record kept by the stable master on the horse's health. Okay. That's the broken door. Screwdriver. Might be useful for gaining access to certain areas in the hotel, should it come to that. Nice. We're picking stuff up now. That's interesting. So... Sunday, 9 a.m. We want to be going into the basement. I don't think there's anything else happening at that time, particularly. Okay. More info, less questions. What? I don't think I've got a combination for a safe. Yeah, we haven't got a combination for a safe. Right, should we go to the talk? You're in a cage where you should be. I approve of that. Thought there was like a hinge on the floor. Are you still down here? You are still down here.
Mr. What?
Just quickly, tell me about that. Have you been drawing a vase? The vase of Nectanebo. I can see it when I close my eyes. Long buried and then long lost. It should be somewhere here in these halls, but it's not here to see. Someone's hidden it away. But where? The basement? The church? Blake's own residence? I can find nothing. If only I could find some records. Excuse me, I'm just passionate. Huh.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
So that's why you're here. The bar's this way. I haven't been in the bar yet. I've lost the drawing room again. It's very sneaky, this drawing room.
Ciao. Ciao. For those of you I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting, I am Carmela Mantovani. And I'm here to talk about ghosts and all that we know about them. So, grazie mille for attending. Now, I will speak with you about ghosts, spirits, phantoms. There is still much we don't know about ghosts, you must think. And this is true. Yet,
Excuse
there is
me.
plenty to speak on. So do not worry. We do know that not all dead linger. Only those bound to a place, an object, a person stay. Why? This we do not know yet for certain. It is theorized that all spirits are bound, fettered by an emotional component. Death in a place, obsession with an object, love or anger to a person. By their nature, they're hard to define. And yet, even in their elusiveness, sì, questo funzionerà, we find them everywhere. By their many names, they are all across the world. There are many formations. Some echo the grief they left upon the world and are blind to the living, while others are vengeful and aggressive, haunting a person or place and causing everything from psychological to physical damage. Regardless, no single spectre has been able to directly communicate. But tomorrow night we intend to change this.
So, what stops them from speaking? Is it a physical matter? No, it cannot be, as they interact with the world in other ways.
Blowing papers off desks, snuffing candles, sometimes even striking people. Perhaps the limitation is in their lungs, then. Well, no. Many wail and moan, after all. Could it be they have nothing to say? I do not think so. Many a mystic, myself included, believe that spirits have given us a feeling of things they once said. There is a chance this is wishful thinking on our parts. But I believe so many have felt this, that at least one person must be correct. Maybe they simply cannot speak for themselves? This we cannot rule out, and is to be my conclusion, if our séance does not bear fruit. So, why do I have such hopes for this séance? This I have been doing for a long time. When you invite a ghost to speak with you, there are always limits. The strength of the spirit, the skill of the medium, the thickness of the veil. All of these things can make it difficult for a ghost to manifest. We see their forms on occasion. We feel the echoes of their emotion. But these things do not require expense. They sustain themselves, somehow. This we do not understand. It takes effort for a spirit to be more than echoes, to make a more conscious connection with the world of the living. This is an age of science, yes? So, let me speak in those terms. We think of ghosts as waveforms, spiritual waveforms. A soul rippling long past the death of its host, its shell. They are in a frequency we cannot easily see. In daytime, they are almost invisible to us. At night, easier to see. The less interference around, lights, other people, and so on, the easier still. If you have noticed animals behaving strangely, this is because they see different wavelengths to us, as is with light.
I mean, that's true.
The atmosphere blocks the wavelength of light. The same is true for spiritual wavelengths. But at this time of year, the veil, or spiritual atmosphere, is at its thinnest. And then there is you, those gathered. People attuned to the mystical, coming together to work as a... qual è la parola? A net, to catch the signal. No, net is not correct. Che cos'è? Ah, my words let me down. But look, if you do not believe me, I'm told that crows are a symbol of your Irish death goddess. They are gathering. And at night, the dead are roaming. I think they line up for the chance to speak to us. Imparting? A warning. We understand ghosts to be the disembodied souls of the old selves, sometimes less or incomplete as to how they were before. So, tomorrow, when the veil is at its thinnest, mind your words. These spirits were once people. They are the intangible remains. And they will be just as driven as they ever were, if not more.
Well, I would not be hanging around in this hotel with all this shenanigans going on, let me tell you that. There is a lot of people here I can chat to. Right. Do I need to talk to any of them, though? I kind of want to go to the bar and talk to S. Doyle. Oh! And then we need to go to the changing rooms. Okay, let's have a chat with some of these people. I don't know who. And then we'll go to the changing rooms.
Signor Ward.
We do meet again. Miss Dupre tells me you were kind enough to give him a reading on Tuesday. I do not know if it was a kindness, more an excuse to practice something familiar. But he's right, I read his cards for him. I hope the reading helps him find the spirit he's seeking. Okay, so that means it wasn't him, he's got an alibi. Forgive me if it's impolite to ask, but am I right in thinking an event such as this one must pay quite well for you? Is it impolite? I suppose it may be, so you and I, Senor, will keep it a secret. It does pay well. Very, very well. Better than any I've hosted before, in fact. I did not come here for the weather alone. I think Marquis Blake was very anxious for it to happen, you see. That's interesting. We could ask about the exorcism. Would you know anything about exorcisms? No, okay. Yeah, sure. Your family? Do you have family back home, Miss Mantovani? Yes, a big one. More uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces and nephews than you could count. All in one another's pockets, knowing business and having opinions. Labouring on the same farmlands, day in, day out, with no hope for a better life. I miss them. When I was young, it was a terrible life for me, but now as I age, I had hoped... Ah, do not mind me, Senor Ward. It's hypothesis time! Camilla Mantovani's goal is to provide the... No. Is to conduct the seance. Despite it killing her. As she wants to provide for her family.
Miss Mantovani is ill. Clearly her work is taking its toll. Another seance might be too much for her body to handle. I should find and confront her about this.
Yeah, let's find her. I wonder where she could be.
Signor Ward.
Confront! Your goal is to conduct the seance despite it killing you as you want to provide for your family.
It is not just those of us speaking to ghosts who are uncovering secrets. Is it, Signor?
Nope.
I have had time to consider, to decide. This is not where I wanted to spend my last days. But at least this way, my death will have use. The last I've spent on this grand séance.
I think so. But I don't think the game will let us do that. I feel like... Because her goal is to get the money to her family. So because she's dying anyway, right? So I think she's going to want to do the seance no matter what, so that she can send the money to her family. So I don't think we're going to be able to persuade her to not do it.
It will be something to be remembered. And this contract will serve my family well. It is not perfect, but few things are. Senior Ward, I have a favor I must ask of you. Senior Ward, I believe you to be a good man.
I mean, I look like a murderer and or a vampire in that silhouette.
I will not survive this seance. Even if I hadn't already known it for myself. I have seen it in my cards. I have resigned myself to this. I have reason for seeing this seance through. My family. I left when I was young. When I realized this gift gave me a way out. And what a life he has given me. I have performed in the old world and the new. Every kind of party I have been to. I even read for Queen Victoria. And through her granddaughter, I performed a seance for the Tsar and his mad monk.
Rama, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen.
I could not have asked for more. But I do not have much left. All I earned, I spent. I could always earn more. But the time for that is at its end. I want to give something. Some fraction of the comfort I have had. This event. It pays well. Too much even. But at a time when I needed much. But now I fear I will be gone before I can get this money to them. Please, Signor, I will give you the secret to the lockbox in my room.
Oh!
Per favore, you must go to my room and get my earnings. Take this symbol. It will open my lockbox. A key to my room. I suspect you already have.
Yeah, I do.
When the seance is done, please ensure my family gets the full amount. And let them know I am sorry that I left, but that I love them always.
Of course I'll do that.
Of course.
Grazie. Now, go.
Oh. When you say go, you mean go. It is time for break though, so we will deal with the lockbox in a couple of minutes. I'll see you then. Dwell deeper into the inner workings of your forge. Find out how states grabbers and space switches will become useful in designing quantum algorithms. This is hardcore. Discover your knowledge vault. Is that what we call my brain now? Maybe that's what I need to start calling my brain. This is my knowledge vault. Right up here. These fundamentals will get you all set to... We're not dead! Oh, we're dead.
It was 3 minutes to 8, and a man wearing a trench coat and fedora appeared out of nowhere and shot you in cold blood.
Oh, she looks so happy.
There's tunnels everywhere. Who would dictate a perfect nature or magic?
I love how they just all exploded. just got up as if it was nothing. I don't think Manor even noticed.
Pretty,
Funny.
but it doesn't do much.
If you cannot pay, you cannot pass! Gold! Gold! Gold!
Hello. Holy! The hell was that? No, not that. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's because I've got so much gold on me.
Oh. Oh no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard.
Little
a container
smile.
into which brief
Perfetto! Oh, it has such a brilliant glow. I'm positive with this the medicine will be much more potente. Just you wait, Sasaki. Could you help me out just a bit more? I want to deliver the new medicinale to Nora. Dude. Dude. Right. Let's get in this lockbox. Okay, so I need to start. Let me explain the maths of this to you all, because, you know, this is maths, believe it or not. When you have a graph, and that's what this sort of thing is called, it's a graph. Each of these is a node, and each of these lines between is an edge. So when you've got a graph like this, that's all connected, you can do a circuit of it if you have... It is a mathematical problem. You can do a complete circuit of it covering every edge once if you have either no odd nodes or 2 odd nodes. So an odd node is one that's got an odd number of edges attached to it. Or you can call them vertices, which is a maths word for corners. So this is an odd node, because it's got 3. This is an odd node, because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the others are all even, because they've either got 4 or 2. The explanation for that is that, if you think about it, an even node, you go in and out the same number of times. So you go out and then in, and then if there's 2, you're done. If there's 4, you go in, out, in, out. That's fine. If you've got 3 nodes, or any odd number of, not nodes, edges, you are going like in, out, in, out, in. So the odd nodes have to be your start and your end point. So if you've only got 1 of them, that's not going to work. If you've got 3 of them, that's not going to work. You need a start and an end. So long as we start and end at the odd nodes, we're able to do this. If they're all even, it doesn't really matter where you start and end. You'll start and end at the same node, but it doesn't matter which node you start at. So if they were all even, we could start anywhere we like. But if 2 of them are odd, we have to start and end at the odd nodes. So we could start here. And we should end at the other odd node. Which we do. Maths. I'll put this away for safekeeping. I'll make sure it gets to Miss Mantovani's family. I mean, we might take a percentage. I can hardly imagine how the other guests are going to react. Would they go through with the seance if they found out what it would do to Miss Mantovani? I pray the Lord shows them compassion. They don't own their complicity. At least Miss Mantovani has chosen to die on her own terms. It's a luxury too few of us are afforded. It's, the Bridges of Königsberg is the famous one. Miss Mantovani will conduct the seance and die as a result. She's asked me to ensure her family gets her money so her death is not in vain. Oh. 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 Why? I mean, that's interesting. I guess it's because we solved the mystery. A shawl, no doubt for the cold weather. Wait, why does this look familiar? Is this the shawl I saw being washed when I arrived here? Does that mean Miss Mantovani... I mean, we know she's gonna die, but yes, that's what that means. Right. Did you say something, Tiki? I took the camera off you because you were sleeping. Yeah. Are you upset because I took the camera off you? Yeah, you want to be famous. Okay, hang on, boo. Is that better, darling? There we go. Are you happy now, boo? Yeah, you're where you should be. What's getting green? Oh, we're removing evil from the manor. Ah, I see. No, it was always green. It's getting... The level is lowering. Yeah, Mark all the scene. Oh, look at Tiggy. Right. I want to go to the bar now. Partly because I think our character definitely deserves a drink. But also, where is the bar? This plaque tells me this is Walter Blake. Yeah, we know that. Ah, but we can look him up in the library now. Okay. That might be useful. You giving us hints, Tiggy? Bar's this way. Yes, darling. She's very chatty this evening, aren't you, Boo? You're very chatty. You're telling us all the things. It's funny because Tiggy was so quiet when I got her. She's always had an insanely loud purr, which is lovely, but annoying when I'm trying to get to sleep and she's lying next to me just purring really loudly. But in the 5 years I've had her, she's slowly been getting more and more and more vocal. I think she's seen that when Euclid yells at me, he gets what he's asking for. And she's like, aha, that's how I manipulate the slave. I need to yell at the slave. And then I get what I want. So yeah, she's becoming more and more vocal. She now really yells at me when she wants food. When it's dinner time, she opens her mouth really wide and yells. And yeah, she does talk to me a bit more now, don't you, Boo? Don't shake your head, you do. Don't you? You talk to me a bit more than you used to. Yeah? It used to be that the only time I would hear her meow was when she was in the cat carrier in the car on the way to the vets, and then she would yell the whole way there in the car. I mean, she still does. The whole way there in the car, and the whole time we were at the vets, she's just going, I'm in a box! I don't like it! I'm in a box! Help! Help me, someone! I'm in a box! I don't want to be in a box! I don't like it! I'm like, yeah, yes, darling, I know you're in a box. And then when I'm driving to the vets, she'll be quiet just long enough to lull me into a false sense of security, and then she'll suddenly yell and nearly make me crash the car. That's a specialty, isn't it, darling? Yes. Yeah, see? That's what she does. Yeah, exactly. She just yells the whole time. The vets know when she's arrived. Whereas Euclid's attitude is, as soon as he sees the cat carrier, he hunches over and curls up like he's trying to become invisible. And I think his attitude is, if I pretend I'm not here, nothing bad can happen. Maybe they won't notice that I'm here, and then it'll all be okay. So it's like they've got two very different attitudes. Tiggy's just like yelling the whole time, and Euclid's like, I'm not here. You can't hurt me if I'm not here. Okay, so we've got a pool table. Got you in the bar. Got a game of chess happening. Got a dartboard. This is a nice bar, this. Got a generic book. We've got newspapers. Stuff only that I'm not going to be allowed into. Hello, Mr. Doyle. Long time no see.
Sir. Neaton?
Right, I've got a lot to talk to you about, my dude. St. Bridget's Cross. I wonder who's been putting up St. Bridget's crosses around the manor. Oh, you'll be looking for Mrs. Joyce. Okay. So I think she is the St. Bridget's cross. The St. Bridget person. Father Sinnott's sequence. Somebody dropped this note. Do you recognise the symbols so I can return it? No, what do they... Actually, I do recognise the... Huh. Please put that away. It's messing with my stomach. Weird. What do you know about the Eon? Have you ever heard of an Eon? It's like an angel, right? Is that right? How do I know that? I don't think I've ever heard that term before. I can't find it, Father. This place is protecting... Ugh. What the hell? I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? I've seen Mr. Hunter with that. Oh, yes, I needed to ask him about that. I forgot about asking him about that. Timetable. Blah, 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 blah. Which game? Sure, you already told you I was in the hedge maze listening to your one when that was happen. Oh, I see what you're doing, asking in a roundabout way. What are you, some kind of Bobby? Wait, you police? You legally have to tell me if you are. Is that right? Damn it, I'm not sure. Okay. Looks like Mrs. Joyce has earned herself some ire from a guest. Somebody finally said something about it. Might teach her. Nothing good'll come of how she carries on. Who wrote it? Was it Miss Dean? I think she caught Miss Joyce rifling around her room last week. Oh, did she? Yes, darling. What can you tell me about Mary Blake? Mary, oh, you mean Mrs. Marquez? Not much. I never knew her. They hired me long after she died. Okay. Cigar burn? You mean other than a cigar? It must be recent, as I don't recall it there last week. I've not been in there much since then, but maybe somebody else can help. Okay.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's one here as well. Sure. I didn't think I'd be allowed to do that. I thought I'd get shouted at. Staff only locked. Okay.
You again.
I feel like this guy's my ally now. Timetable. Bridge game? Did you attend the bridge game? That was Tuesday, I did not. I was elsewhere in my room praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. See, that's suspicious. But I don't think it's him. The Fae? What do you know about the Fae? I don't believe in all that, but one night I was walking home through some fields, a way I often took before I knew well. I found myself trapped. I could see a way out, but no matter how far I walked, I could get no closer. I swear to you, I could hear laughter, even felt a small hand touch me. I offered up what was left of my hip flask by way of tribute to man. They must have taken it because I was finally out. Maybe they were Fae, maybe something else. Regardless, I no longer walk home that way.
I'll be off.
Don't let me keep.
So wait, his room then would be empty. I don't know if I've been in there. His room is there. Have I been in there? I don't know. Haven't been in Mr. Skerritt's room. Do we know where he is? Hi, Euclid. Hello. We don't know where he is, so he might be in there. Hi, bud. I need to go and talk to him in the walled garden. That's what I need to do. Because I need to show him the thing I found. Who could give us blue metal? This is the way into the ladies' changing rooms, isn't it? We need to go in there in a bit. I don't know if there's anything else to see in here. No. Unless... yeah, there's this. Should we haven't... oh no, we did do that. We did that and found the hidden door. Yes. We did do that. I don't like you two. Walled garden. Alright, Yikes. You got ants in your pants?
Mr. Ward.
That. I found this in the grounds. What do you make of it? Did you know? Well, it wouldn't do much good just lying around. It'd need to be hidden somewhere close to the person it was intended for. At least, I'd imagine that's how these things work. Would you? Would you imagine that? Would you imagine? Talk to me about the map of the region. What can you tell me about the area? If you want to know about the country or towns and such, I wouldn't be the man to ask. I only go to Gorford for supplies every so often. If it's the land you wanted to know about, that I could help you with. If you get the time after the séance, it's worth taking a trip outside the grounds. The scenery's something special if the rain doesn't get you. And if you go walking early out east there, you might see some deer this time of year. That's quite cool. Okay, we need to talk to the
I'll be off.
woman about the St. Bridget's crosses, because we need a St. Bridget person. So where is she right now? She is first floor southeast corridor. Let's go there. Found her. Ooh.
Father? What are you doing up here?
Ah, Mrs. Joyce. You see,
Oh, never mind. I've been needing to speak with you urgently.
Not this again, Mrs. Joyce.
I can't do it. I can't. But I must. Oh, Father, I just don't know if I have the courage to...
There is no must here, Mrs. Joyce. Be it madness or the passion of Christ that drives you, do what is in your heart.
How can you be so flippant about it?
Few things matter in the end, Mrs. Joyce. This isn't one of them. Whatever you choose, her soul is bound to hell.
Oh.
There's only one thing that can change that.
Oh, Tiggy's gone. I don't know whose.
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything I can do for you?
I've noticed someone's been putting St. Bridget's crosses around the manor. Oh, that'd be myself, sir. You know, they protect against flames. I thought we could all use some protection, I suppose. But I need you for the... what do you call it? Yeah, maybe the previous mistress of the house. Doyle's doping? I hesitate to ask, but would you mind keeping an eye on Mr. Doyle? I fear he may have taken self-medicating. Oh, that. Don't worry, sir. I'll set him straight. He's a good boy at heart, I promise you. Just needs a little guidance. At least he has Father Sinnott to help him along. Always together recently, them two. I'm sure it'll do Seamus some good. Oh, will it?
I'll be off, Mrs. Joyce.
God bless you, sir.
We've got a ladies' locker room to go to. Mm-hmm. Ladies' changing room. Let's go. Where was it? Is it in here? Yeah, we need to ask. Yeah, we need to go talk to the ritual lady again. That is true. He's not here. We have got a locker key though. It was locker. What locker is it? Where is it? $11. Sure. She received a threatening letter from Mr. Skerritt. I've brought my dagger. I hope you're ready for what comes next, Skerritt. I can also make out the number 451. It must have been written on the page atop this one. Huh. I wonder how important this is to Miss Dean that she left it behind.
I should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
Journal page. The missing pages from Miss Dean's journal. Seems like Miss Dean sacrificed her friendship with Miss Quinn to gain access to some texts. Understandably, Miss Quinn was not thrilled with this. Huh. Quarantine is attending the grand seance. I should have expected to see her here, of course, but she'd kept such a low profile after our disagreements. I do regret it, of course. I should have been a more loyal friend, but I had to view that book while I could. I would say the cost to entry was too high, but I would pay it again and again. I didn't think she cared so much for standing. I thought she'd understand my betrayal has clearly done more harm than anticipated. She barely acknowledged me when I called her name. She looked at me with such anger in her eyes. I may try to mend things between us, but she's in her books like never before. I doubt I will get near her. Okay. That is interesting. A man's ring with a crucifix and rose in its centre. Huh. Oh, is that the thing we needed? Is that the keepsake from her husband for the exorcism? Cool. So we've got that. Hello.
Father Sinnott, are you lost?
Yes, I seem to be. I thought this was a bathroom. Please excuse me while I find one.
Father Sinnott.
We've already looked at that though, right? Or was there more than one letter? A letter from Dr. Callahan. It seems to be part of a longer conversation. He seems to be offering to meet her and teach her some Irish magic, despite some warning or refusal from Theo on the matter. Make no mistake, my respect for my aunt is unwavering, but she's rigid in her ways and she won't be persuaded on this. She prioritises safety over progress, protection above any sort of advancements. You want recognition, of course you do, and I swear you shall have it. My aunt might not understand that, Evelyn, but I promise you I do. I might not be who you asked for, but I know the tradition in and out, and I think we could help each other. Consider it, won't you? Huh. Okay. So, we could find, what's his face? And do the, exorcism. We probably need to confirm that it's his first. So we probably need to go and talk to that lady. I don't know anyone's name. Probably need to go talk to the... We can ask him about Bridget. Yeah? We can? So, where is the wife? We don't know. I mean, she could be in a room. I don't know. Yeah, I can't talk to people when they're in the rooms. Oh, hello.
Are you enjoying the event?
Oh, no. I wish I hadn't come. It has cost me everything.
Oh. Well, I'm having a nice time.
What are you thinking about?
She's there.
Thinking? Do you... Sorry, did you mean me?
Who else would I be talking to?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought I wasn't thinking of much.
Nonsense. I'm no mind reader, but I know when a man has something on his mind. Now, what could it be? Angels! That's your thing, isn't it? That's what I've heard. Go on and tell me about these angels then.
Don't let me bore you with that. We could talk about something else.
Not at all. This way, I get to go home and tell my friends about how I spoke to a boy who speaks with angels, which is just excellent. Do go ahead. How did you find out you could do it in the first place?
Oh, I nearly died.
That might explain the light if he's talking to angels.
A horse riding accident, just over a year ago. You know how it is. The horse spooks, and there's only so much you can do.
That's how he hurt his leg as well.
I don't remember much of what happened after I fell. Not what was around me, anyway. Just the most revolting pain in my side and my leg. And the idea that I was going to die. I can't say it seemed clear, because nothing was, but it did seem very certain. And then I saw. I still don't know how to describe what it looked like. But behind all that was happening around me, I saw it. a thing that I instinctively knew was an angel. My companions got me to a doctor. All the while, I would see glimpses of it watching. I was babbling the entire time, I am told. It stayed with me until the turn of midnight. And by then, they thought that I would live after all.
And that was the end of it?
It is around me still.
Yeah, that's what the light
Glimpses of
is.
it now and again. At some cost, I can see it more clearly for a moment. I think it watches me. Us. This seance.
And you speak with it?
I speak to it. Sometimes. It does not reply. If I am ill, or in danger, or on the brink of consciousness, I can make it out. See its shape. Exchange a few words.
Has the year last seen you ill, in danger, or on the brink of consciousness much?
I wonder if it has some purpose for me, but it never stays around long enough to get an answer. To look upon it alone is just unmatched. But the fact of the matter is, until the rituals work, those moments are all I get.
Okay, so that's why he's at the seance. Because he wants to talk to the angel.
Mr. Ward.
I have come back to you. Did this belong to your husband, I wonder? Do you happen to recognise this ring? Where did you get that? I found it around the hotel. Does it mean something to you? Not anymore. It was my husband's, the dog that he was. No, keep it. I won't look at that awful thing. Okay. So. Why can I talk to her about these? I don't suppose you recognise the woman Mr. Dupre has been drawing. No, I'm sure it must be his Laura. It must be. He's recently lost a friend, you see. She was some sort of pagan fire priestess. That's why he's so fond of the fire pit and the maze, but really that's not my story to tell. Okay.
That was all. Good day, Mrs. Darcy.
Good day, Mr. Ward.
Okay, so. Who was it that was going to do the seance? Not the seance, the exorcism. Mr. Dupre. Do we know where he is? Nope. Why have you got a light bulb over your head?
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
I don't know. Oh, I can form a hypothesis about you, apparently. His goal is to escape his aunt's shadow by proving his modern techniques are valid.
Dr. Callahan wants to prove that the modern magical techniques are as valid as Fia's old ones. I should find and confront him about this.
Mr. Ward.
Your goal is to escape your aunt's shadows by proving your modern techniques are valid. I mean, he told us that.
The thing that I would say really shouldn't need proving. It probably seems ridiculous to you, Mr. Ward, being so focused on getting her to recognize me.
No. My older brother, he always overshadowed me. I began to take risks at work. It was an effort to be seen, and in the end, it cost me dearly. It cost him dearly. I understand very well, Doctor.
Then maybe you can help. Has to be a way to prove to Fia that I'm not a child anymore. I've learned her ways, and I'm not as good at them as she is, yes, but I've gained new knowledge she doesn't have. I've forged my own path, and I am her peer. If not now, then when? Take my research. Maybe she'll listen to you. Maybe there's another way to convince her. I no longer see a way forward, but I haven't entirely given up hope.
Okay. We've got his components now. So, well, I don't know what's a side quest and what's main quest. Does that mean that we've got enough stuff to go and do the, well? No? Maybe? Should I talk to Mr. Skerritt while he's here about the fact that he was threatening... What's her name?
We meet again, Mr.
Were you in correspondence with Miss Dean, Mr. Skerritt? Well, yes, I was. I've taken a shine to her, I won't deny. Not in that way, you understand. She's opened my eyes, and I intend to repay her kindness this weekend. Really? Do you? Ooh, timetable. Cigar stains. Do you happen to be a smoker? Well, a man must be allowed a vice here and there, don't you think? Sure.
Good day. Good day.
They say hum. Right, we need to go out to the garden. This way? Let's go to the well and see if we've got all the ingredients now. This is insane that we're only on day 2 of this game. We've got a whole other day to go before the seance. I wonder what we're going to go to the masked ball as. Oh. Oh? I guess I have got all the stuff then, if I'm bringing the Callahans here.
Why did you bring us both here, Mr. Ward? I have work to attend to.
Your ritual isn't working because you are divided. Times are changing, Miss Callahan. The land is changing. And to protect them, you might need to be open to change too.
Rubbish! Go on then. Let's get this over with.
Right, a dash of venom. Ah, we've got argon. We've got gallium. Venom. A metal that's blue. Bark from the tree known as yew. Mix some argon with some wax and a handful of flax. Draw. What have I done? I did a magic.
We did it. We did it.
Who did it?
You're right. We did.
Who did?
I'm sorry, Rory. I've been too hard on your ways. Too hard on you. I wanted the old way to be the only way. Maybe because I am the old way. Maybe I'm not ready to hand over the role yet. But now I know that when I do, you're ready for it.
Thank you, Fia. That means a lot. Now, what was that green glow?
I'm not sure, but I feel the better for it. Reinvigorated. Whatever that lot have planned for this seance, I feel ready for them. I feel like we're ready for them. You'll join me, won't you?
I'd be honored to, Aunt.
Yes. Yes. Nice. Very nice. Cool. Right. What are we doing now? We need to go and find... What's his name? Dupre. But we don't know where he is. He's going to be in the walled garden next hour. So we can find him then. So that will work. Whoops. Anyone knocking around here we can talk to? I feel like we've talked to those two people as much as we need to. Oh, thank you. I don't know how long I'm going to keep playing this for. I don't think I can. Oh, yes, I can. Quick save. Thank you. Right. I could go back to the bar. There were lots of people there to talk to you. Just to while away the hour.
Mr. Ward.
Ah. This is an odd question, Mr. Coventry, but have you noticed Mrs. Darcy's brooch? I have, yes. Hard not to spot a piece like that in my trade, but I must say it seemed familiar to me somehow. From what you've seen of it, do you think it matches this ring? That's how I know it. It was her man, Cecil Darcy, who told me of this event. He wanted his ring, this ring, resized for a lady's finger. He was unsure of the size of the ring finger, though, so he didn't get it done at the time. Imagine a man not knowing his wife's ring size in the year of our Lord, 1897. 1897 is when we're at. When we are at. Talk to me about the seance. Do you happen to be visiting, or are you here for the seance? Well, it's a beautiful place. I'm not visiting just for the scenery, which is probably for the best considering this weather. No, if this seance will really lower the veil, as they say it will, there's someone on the other side I should like to speak with just once more. I see. God, what I would give to hear my Lillian again. What I have given. Oh? You mentioned losing your wife. My condolences, sir. I did, yes, Lillian, earlier this year. She turned quickly. We had access to doctors, but they could do little to ease her suffering. I confess I'm lost without her, which, foolish as it sounds, is how I ended up here. Her illness took everything from me. The little I had left I spent to come here in the hope that the claims about this seance are true. If I could see her, hear her, then I'd gladly give it all, down to the very shirt on my back. Oh, dude. That's probably all I need to talk to you about. Can I talk to you about angels? No. Strange occurrences? I would say so, and I don't think I'm the only one. I've heard people talking about it. But as for me, I had a glass of water at my bedside the other night, and I woke up in the night to find it boiling. I sat and watched the entire thing evaporate. I didn't feel scared or any of that, not with my guardian there. When it was done, I went back to sleep. The next day I thought I'd dreamed it, except when I woke up that next morning, I found the glass empty, cracked, and blackened. Weird. Hauntings? You mean ghosts? You're not the first person to ask me that. I haven't seen much, but I have the feeling that there are other people here, more than us guests, don't you? Sometimes I do.
I'll be off, miss.
Don't let me...
Okay. I don't know if you're going to have anything useful to say.
Again?
Now that we've... I mean, maybe. I feel like we already talked about that.
What will
Maybe
you do
not.
after this?
If you must discuss it. Now that I know I am forever doomed, I think I am done with this life. I will return to New York and my husband, and try to find some way to enjoy this joyless experience. He will be happy, I am sure. It will free some storage space for his golf trophies.
I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye
Okay.
now.
We meet again, Miss.
So we do. So we do. What do you know about the Fae? The Fae pagan drivel, absolute nonsense that only the weak of mind would buy into. Alright.
Good day, Mr. Scarrett. Good
And yet,
day.
you're here at a seance. Just saying.
And you're back.
Ah, Tir Nanog. Nothing that you shouldn't. One of the many Tir Ortha lands of the other worlds. Tir Nanog means lands of the young. There's many Tir Ortha, like Tir Fo Thuin, the land under the wave, Magmel, the plain of delight, and Emainablek, the Isle of Apple Trees. They say on a clear day you can see it, past the plain of honey on the horizon where the sun settles. Mind you, I've never seen a clear day on this blasted rock we call home. You can get them underground too, like the Tutha de Danann eventually did. There's plenty of old passageways in the dark corners of places of power. None of them is safe, guarded by Fae things, or worse, not guarded and you can get in. I know a woman once who got near, saw her own death, and only because she had kids was let leave. I have no kids, none I know of, so I won't be risking it, thanks. Okay. Milesians? Does the term Milesians mean anything to you? Humans, lad. They're humans, our ancestors. Legend is they came here over 9 waves and battled the gods so they could settle here. Didn't end well for either group, but you could say we came out on top. That's a good joke on account of us dividing the land and them getting the bottom half. You'd have appreciated that if you knew your history. I did know that. Tell me about the Fae. Surely you know this yourself. Right, well, in basic terms, they're spirits of the land. Or they are the land. People say they can't be trusted or they're tricksy, but that's applying human thinking to them, and you don't want to do that. Okay. You weren't at the bridge game because you weren't here. I haven't asked you about the seance yet. What are your thoughts on the seance? Oh, very exciting to talk to a ghost. I'm sure the dead have lots to say. Oh no, my god isn't real. I wasted my life. So-and-so didn't show up for my funeral. Riveting. Why do I feel like that's dripping with sarcasm? I'm more interested in the mad fellas who think death is more interesting than life, and the stupid things they'll do to prove it.
No, I should go.
Yeah.
Only do something if you want.
Few dots abandoned in the board. At what numbers? Oh, I had a code for his room. We should go do that. Where's his room? We haven't been in his room yet at all, have we? I don't think we have. Schedule. I don't think we have. No, because it's costing me things to look at things. Assumed Mr. Skerritt was well off, but his records show he's rich beyond my imagination. He has a string of failed businesses, but he's still massively wealthy, all from inheritances. Don't know what was wrong with me there. Full of stubbed out cigars. Copy of the King James Bible. It seems well read. A letter addressed to Apprentice Skerritt. It seems he's been ejected from the Freemasons for not living by their tenets of fraternity, charity, and self-sacrifice. He's circled self-sacrifice. He's also scrawled a note on the page that confirms he has no magic skills of his own and was hoping to gain some through his time with the Order. Ah, so he is not magical. Skerritt. Interesting. Various sightings, but the one that stands out is about the upcoming seance. Imagine, to actually speak with a ghost. Who will it be? What secrets will they share? Whoever it is we summon, they will become famous in death. So much will be spent to uncover their life, to learn everything about them. Even if it is the lowliest house servant, they will become known to everyone from here to eternity. That's a lot of pressure when you're dead. Varied attempts to write a will, but he keeps starting over when he reaches the part on who to leave his resources to. He does not seem to have any family or friends. He has had all this money given to him, but he's made nothing of it. He is the last of his family. He's failed to make an empire. He's been rejected by his fraternity. He's alone. When he dies, he and his fortune will be forgotten. He has no legacy to leave. Oh. Just some trinkets, okay? Right, it is time for a break. We will look in this lockbox in a couple of minutes. Cool beans.
All right. Yeah, and so how it works is, as you noticed earlier, so if you hold left click, like I can talk into the radio even though I don't have one, just by standing next to you, and then on the other side, everyone would be able to hear me.
So,
Okay,
you mean
so-
just how walkie-talkies work?
Murder! Murder! Murder!
Ow.
You look so sinister covered in blood.
I just witnessed a crime.
Reminds me why I thought it was a good
This
idea
is
to
kind
play
of
with these
messed up
guys.
too. Oh my god, I feel bad. Ah!
Avenge me! Oh, I missed it. Well, I got through somehow. My little friend. Well, can I just go? I feel like I'm gonna need my friend. Oh! But every time I do that, no, yeah, it leads to a dead end. Oh, that's not a dead end. That's a person.
First to come this way.
Just talk to me. Please, don't.
Did the murder, run a murder spree, killing all the people, murder, 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 shoot them in the face, kill them all dead, something that rhymes with face. Killing the people, oh yeah. Found a peanut, found a peanut, found a peanut, peanut now. Found a peanut, found a peanut, found a peanut, peanut now. Why did he die? Why did that happen? Why? Why would that be a thing that happens? We're not dead! Ah! Oh, we're dead.
It was 3 minutes to 8, and a man wearing a trench coat and fedora appeared out of nowhere and shot you in cold blood.
What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to split the weight evenly between us and just separate, so that way, if it gets one of us,
very sad that I'm dead.
We're not totally at a loss, you know?
Oh.
So, uh-oh. Hurry, Lilith.
I just saw Lilith just fly across the background.
No, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard.
Little
a container
smile.
onto which brief men.
So yeah, it has like a certain age limit on it, and it depends on if you're running or not. So it's usually say. Ah!
Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine.
Right. Let's get in the lockbox. What might be contained inside this? Well, I can't remember the number, can I? 451. There's the dagger. A dagger. It looks more ceremonial than practical. Some tarot cards with a note. The cards I drew for you, Michael. Make of it what you will. ED. 3 cards. One marks the hangman, another the 10 of pentacles, and finally the death card. What do they mean? We need to go and talk to tarot lady. Where's tarot lady? I don't remember what her name was. Where is she? Why can't I find her? Mantavani. I don't know where she is. She'll be in the dining room next. But I could go and ask Skerrit about it. Are there any other rooms that I haven't been in? I can tell where I've been because enter is like greyed out. That's the vase. Yeah, this must be the same vase Miss Hisham is so interested in. I doubt there's more than one of this sort among the Blake household. Yeah. Maybe I need to look at more of the paintings. Edward Blake, the man who built this manor. Jonathan Blake, the owner of the estate, with his young son Walter and late wife Mary. Oh. Hello. Who is that? Where did she go? Is that a ghost? Get a grip, Declan. You're tired and this place is getting to you. I mean, it 100% was a ghost. Yeah, it does seem to be reacting to the guest's choice in relation to the seance. We are getting there with it. Yeah, I think it was Lady Mary... Who's a flip? Alright, let's go to the bar. I literally want to keep playing this all night, but I've been streaming for like 7 hours. So I think I'm going to have to stop soon. Kind of want to get to a sensible stopping place though. I don't know if we're going to.
We meet again, Mr. Ward.
That we do. I can talk to him about all sorts of things. Would you be a member of the Freemasons, Mr. Skerritt? My granddad was in the Freemasons. That, I'm afraid, is not something I could speak on. Not to a man that himself is not, if you catch my meaning. Okay. Legacy? Dare I say, Mr. Skerritt, you must have built some legacy over the years. Ah. Well, a fellow at my stage always thinks that maybe he could do more. I'm the last of my line, you see. An only child who has the misfortune to outlive whatever distant relatives I once had. A lot of pressure, then, to make sure the name Skerritt carries on once my time comes. I think that's what really excites me about this seance. Everyone is so focused on hearing a ghost, any ghost, speak. Whereas I'm fascinated by who the ghost will be. To us, it does not matter yet. We're not summoning a specific ghost, you see. We're reaching out and grab the closest. And keep doing so until we find one who will talk to us. And that ghost, tens, perhaps even hundreds of years after their death, will suddenly be a star. We'll all want to know their background, their life. In death, they will be famous forever. Entire teams will dig into their past, their death, their life. Books will be written on them. Their first words from beyond the grave will be immortalised. Now that is a legacy worth dying for. Okay. Are you ready for the end, Mr. Skerritt? Had a few glasses, have you, Mr. Ward? Ready to set the world's wrongs to right, eh? It's quite alright. It doesn't bother me. I had to face up to it, of course. I'm not getting any younger. He wants to be the ghost. Is that what it is? It absolutely terrified me, of course. Death. Whoever is ready, really ready. Well, I suppose I am, now. I spent a fortune looking for ways out, mundane or magical. Sadly, not something money can buy. But in the pursuit of a spell, amulet, or ointment, to buy myself more time, I met one of the other guests who is now here, Miss Evelyn Dean. We talked. She listened to me, gave me readings. She helped me realise what I was scared of. She convinced me that I didn't have to be scared anymore. She showed me a path to controlling the fear. So yes, thanks to her, I'm ready for the end. He wants to be the ghost. I drew some tarot cards for myself, but I cannot make out the meaning. And you want my help? Naturally, of course. Tell me then, what cards did you draw? The Hanged Man, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card. Is that good? By Jove, I've had a similar spread myself recently. The message is clear. The cards are saying there's important moments in our futures. One in which we can greatly influence things to come, but at some great cost to ourselves. Will we make that sacrifice when the time comes? That's hard to know, but speaking for myself, I intend to. Yeah, he wants to be the ghost. Mr. Skevitt's goal is to take his own life, and be immortalized as the first ghost to speak from beyond the grave.
Mr. Skerritt is planning on killing himself during the séance, so that he will be a nearby and willing ghost, letting him be the one that communicates with the living. He thinks doing this will make him famous in death. I need to find and confront him about this.
I mean, it's not the worst plan I've ever heard. Like, given that we're accepting that ghosts are real in this scenario, it's an idea, right? A lot of people with dark ideas. Yeah.
We meet again, Mr. Ward.
Jacques! Your goal is to take your own life, be immortalized as the first ghost to speak from beyond the grave.
And what a plan, yes?
I mean, like I say, doesn't it make sense? Kind of? Like, I don't know. In a world where we all know ghosts are real, in our world, obviously some people believe ghosts are real, but no one actually knows. So it would be a silly idea. But in their world, who's to say?
People across the globe and the ages will know this moment. This
What are the chances he would be
piercing
that
of the
ghost?
veil, and with it, they will know
Yeah,
the
that's the
name
unknown.
Michael Skerritt.
I mean, we don't know what makes people become ghosts. I guess it's if they're particularly connected to a place. I don't think he's particularly connected to this place or an object here. So he perhaps wouldn't become a ghost here, at least. He'd become a ghost somewhere else, maybe. But maybe if he dies at the moment that they're trying to talk to a ghost, he'd be around enough to talk to them? I don't know. We're trying to apply, like, science to ghosts. Don't really work. But, yeah. It is playing roulette with your own life. That is true.
Impressive, eh?
Frankly, Mr. Skerritt, it turns my stomach.
What?
That the best way you can think to see out your days is by ending them in the hope of impressing who exactly? The others here at the event. Businessmen back home. Or historians in the future. Such a pointless sacrifice. And you don't even know if it will work.
I believe it will work. Miss Mantovani can pull it off.
Perhaps she can. And she'll get all the accolades for it too.
That's true.
You know Louis Pasteur for his vaccines. Or Joseph Lister for his antiseptic sprays. But not the people these were tested on.
That is also true.
Even if this works, a substantial if, given the undertaking and the volume of ghosts already present in
That's
this
the thing as well.
godforsaken manor,
The place is riddled
then
with
it will
ghosts.
be Miss Mantovani who is remembered.
The place is absolutely riddled with ghosts. The chance of you being the one that's contacted, even if you died right there.
You will be a footnote, subject number 1, as she continues to perform the ritual unlocking more secrets from beyond the grave, and have no doubt she will do it again, perhaps immediately.
Yeah. It's like, it's the sort of idea that, again, in the world we're in, not in this world, in that world, isn't a bad idea on paper, but when you think about it a bit more, it's probably not great. Like, if you were dying anyway, if you were on the verge of death anyway, you might as well ask people to have a seance around your deathbed to see if it works. Right? Be like, the second I die, start the ritual. If I possibly can, I'll come back and talk to you. Stellar plan. This, though, I mean, his plan is very self-centered as well, but then I think people do start thinking about their legacy when they're old. And like he says, he's got no one to pass stuff on to. But I mean, he could mentor someone, right? If he's a successful well, he's not a successful businessman, is he? All his businesses have gone under. But he could, like, take someone under his wing.
You'll be nearly dead, unable to answer a single question beyond, has this worked? You'll be tossed back so they can catch a bigger fish.
I mean, that is also true. Yeah, he can adopt someone. If the point of the seance is to find out what happens after you die, he ain't gonna know if he's been dead for like 5 seconds. What's he gonna be able to tell them? Other than, ow, that hurts.
Some legacy.
No, that's not fair. I would have given everything. The ultimate sacrifice. They have to remember me. Love me.
There is nothing about this that anyone will love. Anyone who does dig into your story will only unearth your lifetime of failures.
And what would you have me do, Mr. Ward? You seem to have all the answers. Yes, I am old. Yes, I have no legacy to speak of. How would you see me change that path, if not at the seance? You answer me that, and I shall stand down. You have my word.
Okay, so we've got to find him a legacy. With his resources and connections, there has to be something more meaningful. I mean, charity, right? Something that gets the recognition he craves. Yeah, the charitable works of all the charitable works of the late Marchioness. Ooh, you could do some philanthropy.
We meet again.
He could adopt the lady that escaped Brazil. I believe I know how you might assure your legacy, Mr. Skerritt, at least without...
If this is another dressing down, then I'd prefer it be less public. Come, to my room.
I know about the tarot reading that you received, and I know how you interpreted it. But there is another way to interpret it. Instead of sacrificing your life, your remaining time, sacrifice your money. You have so much wealth, so many connections. You could really do some good with the time you have left.
Like, build a Skerritt wing on an orphanage or a hospital or something. That's what rich people do when they're worried about their legacy, right?
Mary Blake. She undertook numerous charitable deeds and has statues erected for her. And more than that, people speak fondly of her. She is remembered and loved. You have the resource to do the same. Don't throw your life away. Refocus it and do some good in this world. Finally.
Marchioness Blake's good reputation did reach as far as London, and was mourned even there as a result. You make a compelling case, Mr. Ward, but would people not see it as disingenuous?
People will see it as a damn sight less disingenuous than committing suicide at a seance. Just saying.
Genuine or not, you can make a much needed difference. And that will be celebrated. You will be celebrated.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter. If what you do achieves something really good, your intentions kind of don't matter, do Like, if you give a load of money to a hospital or something and save loads of lives, doesn't really matter why you did it.
And perhaps along the way you'll find you actually enjoy the good work.
I suppose there has been a gap to be filled since her passing. Perhaps I can do something to help there. It is a better bet than death. All right, so I gave you my word, and I stand by it now. When I return home, I will reach out to any foundations that suffered from the Marchioness's death and loss of funding. This could bloody well work, you know. Good chap.
Jolly good show.
Mr. Ward, you've given me a lot to think about. I should like some time alone with it.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, he's no longer even attending. Nice. Ho. There's one more done. Oh, why, thank you. I think that's going to be where I finish for the day. I feel like this is as good a place as any to stop for the day. We've still got a lot to do. But we are slowly getting there with it. We wanted to... So we can do the exorcism next time. We need to remember that. Oh, I hadn't noticed that I can see all the facts I've unlocked. Three out of 9. 3 out of 9. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 4 out of 8, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 5 out of 8, 2 out of 7, 1 out of 8, 9 of 11, 6 of 10, 1 of 10, 2 of 8, 8 of 11, 8 of 10, 5 of 8, 1 of 8, 2 of 9, 4 of 7, 2 of 9. Okay. So that's where I'm going to end for today. Oops. Let's find someone to raid. Oh! Bob's Things is playing discount. Not discount. Dispatch. So let's go there. Quite close to the end, but no spoilers. So copy the raid message, paste it when we get there. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I am really loving this game. It is taking everything in me to stop playing it. I want to keep playing it, but I know I've got stuff to do this evening and I've got work in the morning. So I can't play all night, sadly. But I'm so looking forward to next Sunday when we will carry on with this game. It's the best game I've played in a long while, I think. You don't know if you'll be here next Sunday. Well, you'll have to catch it on YouTube then, K-Wolf. I don't know how I'll cope without you. You'll be visiting Gramps. Chuck me on his telly. And, you can both help. But, yeah. I hope to see you if I can. But if not, you can catch it on the YouTubes. When I eventually get around to putting it up there. I've got a bit of a backlog, as per usual. But things are slowly going up on YouTube. So keep an eye out. If you miss anything. Anyway, until next time. Bye.